Good afternoon. Time to wrap it up for this June 11th. We started out this morning in the E-mini wanting to sell 4 to 6, and we wanted about 95s plus or minus, and we did not get down to our 95 plus or minus. So the sell was in this area, and the buy was down here at 95 plus or minus. Didn't quite touch that after the market opened. So really nice trades. We took a retest failure trade right here off that green dot, scratched it, talked through that trade right up here, head and shoulders pattern S. We initiated off the F6 screen. Proved to be really good trade. Got some help from a news story out about the Greek exit. Nice retest failure. This S would have worked. So nice plus, retest failure, buy, plus, retest failure right in here. Just a scratch, and then we just had chop. And we still are in chop right now. So the original assessment idea about the market proved to be correct. And that is always satisfying to get that right. Right now, looking on the F1 screen on the E-mini, it's an inside day that favors trading range. Looking at the F2 screen on the E-mini, pretty square. Today we rolled to the September contract, and if you didn't roll, there's plenty of time to roll tomorrow. And the tendency on a roll day is for the market to trade up, to converge towards prices. So right now you got volume, the VWAP right in the middle. Looking at this distribution, it's about as square as you could get, maybe a little more buying than selling in it off volume, but not a lot. So we're where we were this morning. Sell 5s to 7s. 9s to 11. On the buy side, 95, 97. And then 90 to 92. I think what's happening right now is that we're going to see second quarter a new all-time contract high. I think the market is headed that way. The news tomorrow is PPI. Up 4. Core up 1/10. And consumer sentiment at, let's see, 91.2. The consumer sentiment number could come in lower than forecast if the recent history of this type of number, consumer sentiment, comes in as it has for other reporting dates and other measures of it. PPI is the precursor to inflation, and I think the Feds got their wish. Most of this is based on energy, but if you counted food and if you counted shelter, you'd certainly have inflation in our economy, and our statisticians have conveniently eliminated those from what they have to count. So looking at the E-mini, kind of looking for a new move out of this 2102. We're definitely dealing with a P if you had to make a trade at the market right now. Structurally, price action, volume action, you trade from the long side. Very strong day in the financials. Every auction was stronger than they have been of late. 3, 10, and 30 years. Some of it was attributed to short squeeze. The market was tremendously oversold, though, too. I mean, you can't discount that factor. And if you look at the F1 screen, it is an outside day that tends to yield a trading range. Tomorrow normally would be coming into it. We'd expect a pause day. It's settlement day. The big players and the cash treasuries are sidelined. Dealers getting their books in order. So we'll play for a trading range where we can sell failure to take out and make new highs, and we can buy into weakness. As you can see, a very strong market, double distribution up. So our first buy will be in this 1 to 5 area. And we're going to sell failure to take out 12 to 16. And then our second buy is going to be 25 to 29. And sell 2 will be 19 to 23. Okay, looking at the F1 screen on the 30-year. And we came in today liking the financials from the get-go. The 30-year is just extra volatile. I mean, look at that day. Counting the overnight, 47, 16 to 20 to 150, 10 to 12. That's almost 3 points. I mean, this is a big contract. You can throw a lot of money in the account. This one says find a place to buy it. That particular screen. And for those of you that are considering trading it but haven't yet, conversions to eighths and quarters and 30 seconds isn't so bad. A tick is a tick. Got to remember that. So right here we're going to sell failure to take out 12 to 16. If we break through that, 27 to 31. On the buy side, we're at 8, so we're going to try 29s to 01. Then we broke it out from like 21, so 21 to 25. Actually, let's make it 17 to 21. And we'll see if that works. Big contract, big moves. And for those of you that are setting up your screens, I think the E-mini certainly warrants being on your screen, especially when they allow the market to sell. There's going to be some big money made on the short side. It's going to be made quickly too, and people will just pile on to it. I think if you're the bond offers unusually good trading opportunities because it trades with the fundamentals. Rarely will it trade outside the fundamentals. It can, but it doesn't happen all that often. And it's 31.25 a tick, and that is important because that's the bigger the tick, the more people think about putting trades on, the more they'll back that trade or that position. So it's harder once a move starts, because it is 31.25 a tick, to change things. Inside day on gold, that means trading range. And here's the Treasury auction. We had a B before that. We've got a little trade up right now. So same as it's been. We're going to have a sell 84.86, 89.91 for sell 2. On the buy side, 75.77, and then 70.72. Don't have any idea whether we'll have false or true stories out on Greece tomorrow, but we will have some overnight. It's just the nature of the beast. Crude's been pretty strong, even with OPEC producing more this month, lifting more than they did last month. You know, I would like it to be from increased demand. The economy's starting to show up. I really, I don't think the world's central banks are ready for the recession if it happens, and I know there's so many people that are just getting back to work in the United States that it would be a shame. And then the only bad thing about that would be having to listen to the politicians gloat about how right they were on this whole deal, and tough to take or listen to. Lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. Looking at the F2 screen. It's an interesting distribution. Volume is leaning P. TPOs leaning B. So kind of mixed. Maybe our trading range holds. So 61, 61 and a quarter, sell 1. 50 to 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 60, 60 and a quarter, buy 1. And then 59 and a quarter, 59.50, buy 2. And last but not least, the euro. No matter what the talk is, and no matter what all the financial press says about no deal, I think the Greek people understand, without help from Europe and the EU, that times are going to get a hell of a lot worse. Now, the flush out will be painful, so the hope is that growth slowly returns to Europe, and Greece will participate in that. And that's the hope of all central banks around the globe, that we can just hold this thing together till we come out of the economic doldrums or slow growth, and we got a chance for everything to work, and hopefully they're right. The euro, lower high, lower low, look for a place to sell it. Anytime on the euro there's a talk of a deal about to be signed, it rallies, and as soon as they look at the deal, my guess is it'll sell, because somebody's going to have to pay for it. So we have a P and a lower market. That means somebody covered their shorts. So 75 to 1200 is our buy zone. And 75 to 1300 is our sell zone. And we'll see how that works. That's all I have this June the 11th, 2015. We're supposed to get close to 100 still, with a big cool down coming tomorrow where the highs are in the 70s. So if that is the case, we should get some significant moisture. Hopefully not in the form of tornadoes. Getting a little late for that. They can happen anytime, but I think most of that is, if it hasn't moved to the north of it and east of us right now, it's